Hello there, it's Wale Ladipo, Mind Body Recovery. Do you know it does not take a lot of changes to start something positive in your life? It doesn't. Just like it doesn't take a lot of seeds to make a big plantation, for instance. Just a little seed planted at the right time, planted in the soil with water, and everything okay with the water and the soil is fine, it is destined that the plants will grow and it's going to grow big and big and big and big, bigger than the seeds, producing millions of seeds in the process. So sometimes just little changes, tweaks here and there concerning your anxiety can make your life a lot easier. And I've listened to the people that have sent an email to me, and I'm going to speak to you very quickly on top 10 causes of anxiety. Top 10 causes of anxiety. I'm sure some of these causes I've identified will be very ridiculous to you. You won't be able to believe it. But remember, little things really matter. Sometimes we just wait for big things. We want something very dramatic to happen, for a big change to happen. But oftentimes, these little changes that accrue, that bring together, that join together to form that big, huge, massive change that we're looking for with regards to anxiety issues. So, top 10. I've written them down here so that I can keep my thoughts very well so that I won't forget anything. Number one is not getting enough sleep. Actually, this is number 10. I want to work my way down from 10 to 1. The top 10. So the 10, number 10 is not getting enough sleep. I know, it's ridiculous. A lot of people will say, not getting enough sleep. How could that affect me to develop morning anxiety? Yes, it does. It does. I hope it doesn't. I wish it doesn't rather, but it does. When you don't have a lot of sleep, I know anxiety. When you have anxiety and you're depressed as well, especially, it's very difficult, very very difficult to sleep. You want to go, you want to stay awake. You don't want to fall asleep. Even when you try to go to bed, you lie down there worrying and just ruminating and just evil thoughts, bad thoughts just coming through your mind all the time, your brain. Then what happens? Your mind becomes saturated. It gets to a time when you do not sleep, when you do not, because the time of sleeping is the time that your mind renews its energy, your brain recuperates from the stress, the hard work, the concentration of the day. So when you don't sleep, your brain becomes what we call under stress. Your brain is under stress. And if that happens often, every day, for some time, then the brain gets to a place where it flashes a red alert and it triggers your stress response. And your stress hormones like cortisol rather, flood your system. So you become more stressed. You become there's so much chemicals in you, flight or fight chemicals in you that you are supposed to actually they're supposed to be released at on emergency. Now they're there, and you're not. There's not nothing to do with regards to emergency. There's no emergency anywhere, physically speaking. So when these stress hormones are too much in your bloodstream, they become very adversarial to you. They become very negative to you. They make you sick. They make your anxiety go just goes up. They make everything about you not right, and you can feel it. That's why you feel awful early in the morning when you wake up. So I know a lot of people cannot sleep because of anxiety and panic attacks and OCDs and other anxiety related issues. But here is something that you can do. First of all, believe in your mind that you will sleep. There's so much power in belief. It starts with your belief. Instead of you using your mouth to speak negative things about yourself, oh, my life is it's just not what it's supposed to be. And now I've never slept for 10 years, 15 years, so I don't see any hope. Someone told me that. I said to the person back, of course, so be it. There's no hope in the future if you cannot feel or see some hope in the future. Your mouth, your own belief decides your destiny, your health's destiny, even your relationship destiny, your financial destiny, every single facet of your destiny. So the first place to start is to believe that you will sleep and you have a good sleep. Even though when you start having that positive affirmation, you might not sleep for a while, but your brain is beginning to listen to that. Eventually, your subconscious mind will take that on board because whatever you continue to repeat, your subconscious mind, your deeper self, begin to think, that is important to this person. So I'd better add that to my database. So believe that you will sleep. Secondly, do some breathing exercises in bed. This is important. It's easy. Even when you have a panic attack, when you feel that your panic attack is developing, there's nothing to worry about. It's because your sympathetic nervous system has just triggered your stress, your anxiety, your panic attack. Then there's another nervous system that you can consciously trigger, which is your parasympathetic. Is the one designed to relax you, to calm you down, to give you the rest that you need. So how do you trigger parasympathetic nervous system? By focusing on your breathing. It's so powerful. It's very simple, but it's hard when your panic attack is developing. Instead of just becoming anxious, more panicky that you're going to embarrass yourself, that something bad is going to happen right now, just focus on your breathing. Whatever is happening at that time, if you're with friends, just politely excuse them because you're in control. You know you have the power to change to control the situation. So, and just focus on your breathing, just breathe in and out deeply and slowly, and just visualize yourself calming down. When you add visualization to breathing, to your breathing techniques, is very powerful. What it does is that it triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, and that floods your mind, your body, with relaxed hormones, with energy, with tranquility, with calmness, with being in control. And the panic attack just subsides, just capsizes, and you're in control. And the same thing happened. I know that just digression. I thought that would be very important to you based on what you're going through at the moment. So the same thing is applicable when you cannot fall asleep at night. Focus on your breathing and visualize yourself having a good sleep. Of course, there has to be some kind of discipline as well. You need enough rest, much more than the average person when you have anxiety disorders. So you want to make sure you don't watch too much TV at night. A client of mine came to me the other day and she said, I cannot sleep. My mind is just too wind up. It's just too wound up, and I can't stop. I can't switch off my mind. It feels I want to go crazy. So, and I can't sleep. I said, when do you go to bed? I said, I go to bed 3 o'clock in the morning. Wow, you go to bed 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, what have you been doing? Been watching my favorite programs and DVDs. So, So what happens is that when you stay up too late, even though your mind is tired, by the time you finish watching all these programs, it takes even longer time for you to wind down. Excuse me, my time is just up here. I'm going to stop that, but I will just carry on a little bit more to finish this. So what happened there is that it becomes very hard for you to get to bed. You'll probably take another 1 hour time, between 30 minutes to 1 hour, for you to settle down. And if you're someone who goes to work, it will need to wake up by 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. It becomes very difficult. And your brain is not being rested, so the stress hormone is triggered. So eventually you wake up with the morning anxiety. So discipline is very important. Why don't you just try some kind of disciplines with regards to your sleeping routine? I know you might not be able to go to bed straight away, but with this, try this tonight. This breathing exercise. Make sure you focus your mind. Don't allow your mind to wander. Even if your mind wanders, just let it come back as naturally as possible. And breathe in and out deeply and slowly about 10 times. Repeat it again 10 times. And visualize your whole body relaxing and your mind just drifting into gentle and relaxing sleeping state. And that's going to be very powerful. That's going to be, that alone is worth a lot to you. And I hope this will be helpful to you. You know now that lack of sleeping can actually increase your morning anxiety, can make you slump into that state of panic and anxiety in the morning. And watch out for my next video, and I will continue with that. I've still got 9 to give to you. Probably I'll be a bit quicker the next time, just to make sure I go through a few for you, and that'll be good. Thank you for listening to this, and also please feel free to just hit the like button underneath this video. Just place your comments. I would really want to hear from you. I want to really answer the questions. I want to answer the questions in your mind. I want to make sure I don't miss anything out in my next video. In my next video, I want to make sure that I answer all the questions. Probably the questions that this particular talk generates in your mind. Would you just post those to me? Or you can just send me an email, a private email, or you can just post it down there at the bottom of this video. And if you have any other question you want me to talk about in the next video, I would really appreciate that. That shows to me that I'm actually hitting the right button, because it's hard to know what everybody really wants. So what do you want? Post that to me, and I promise I will very quickly deal with that. And that is going to be very powerful to your recovery. Thank you very much. I'm Wale Ladipo, Mind Body Breakthrough. Wishing you all the best, and look forward to speaking to you again in my next video. Thank you. I'll sign off now. See you later.